In this next topic, Tesla is struggling to find Tesla Cybertruck buyers because even though the price went down to $79,990, it does not qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit. So Torque News released this article. Tesla is struggling to find buyers for the $79,990 Cybertruck. Finishes entire U.S. reservation list in 9 days. That's an interesting statement for sure. Most likely they got this from someone internal or they got this somewhere to cite it. It is interesting and I could believe it because a lot of people, and I can see the reservations, I can see why people aren't looking to buy the Cybertruck because it's not on the fueleconomy.gov list and you cannot get the added $7,500 federal tax rate, even though it qualifies or it should qualify according to the price point because it's under $80,000 as an MSRP. And if you don't have any options at all, it should qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit. But certainly it is pretty interesting why it is not being added on. And I would imagine Tesla is trying to figure this out and trying to get it or lobby it or whatever it is and get it submitted. Because if you take a look at this list, the last updated part of it was 10/1 of 2024. So almost 2 weeks ago at this point. So we could see a situation where it does get added on later this year. But the interesting thing with this is that you cannot go and just order a $79,990 Cybertruck if you don't have a reservation. So they're probably working on two things to figure this out. A, to get that $7,500 and B, to once they actually do open it up to the masses so that anybody can buy a $79,990 Cybertruck that gets $7,500, or maybe they're going to wait till it actually opens up and then they'll offer that back to everybody on the list. But either way, Cybertruck was the third best-selling electric vehicle in the US in Q3, overtaking the Ford Mustang Mach-E. The Cybertruck also sold 2.3 units more than the Ford F-150 Lightning, according to Cox Automotive data. So even though it's still not selling or they're not finding people to buy the second version, it's still selling pretty well in comparison. You can see top US EV sales for Q3 of 2024, Model Y, Model 3, and then the Tesla Cybertruck outselling all these other vehicles. But take a look at this Honda Prologue. You can see they have turned up the heat for that one for sure and are actually selling these vehicles at a fast pace. And this was also a crazy post that was seen on David Moss by Facebook. Drake reposted it. We could see that someone was driving a Cybertruck in Seattle and was shot at, and the owner, thanks to Elon, for the Cybertruck windows, deflecting the actual bullet. I wonder what was actually shot at it, but very interesting to see. Another quick news, another tidbit, this battery of the Cybertruck is massive, 123 kilowatts down there, but definitely some pretty interesting stuff for sure.